what the heck is stablecoin?
All right, so
Oh, my head hurts already. I don't want to talk about it.
every time we try to research how crypto works, we don't know. We know how to buy it. We know how to sell it. We know how to transfer it to different coins. We have no idea what it actually is, though.
Honestly, I don't even think I know how to do that despite owning some Bitcoin.
We can also regurgitate the talking points: blockchain, cryptography.
You can regurgitate the talking points.
But I have no idea what it means.
It's all okay. And how are we gonna figure this out?
Okay, Trump recently signed something called the Genius Act. Here is the overview that we found by Senator Bill Haggerty of what state is he from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. We're not going to go through. Okay. We're not going to go through the whole thing because it pretty much just says they established a bunch of regulations for this stablecoin thing, and that stablecoin is backed by something physical, such as the US dollar.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating because it gives all this stuff and none of this actually says anything. It just says, implemented requirements, establishes clear procedures, defines a payment stablecoin, defines a payment, whatever. But anyways, so that's what it is. If you want to read it down, it'll be linked.
It just sounds like the government wants to take more control of another thing, that being cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Or is that just me?
No, you're right. Okay, so every time we try to research what the heck, how it works, we get confused because we don't actually understand anything. So we thought we would do what all great lawyers do and use AI to make our life easier with no regards to whether it is truthful or not.
Disclosure, we do not do this in our day-to-day lives. We are true engineers who do engineering work without AIs.
Yes. Here's what I typed in. So here's what I typed into the AI. How does crypto work? Look, it gives me all the stuff I already that I said earlier: cryptography, blockchain, decentralized networks, mining and consensus, transactions.
That's the only thing I know. Mining and consensus.
Oh, here, look, it even has a TLDR. This is why that guy fell in love with this, dude. Crypto equals digital money secured by cryptography, verified by decentralized computers, and recorded on a public ledger, the blockchain. Now tell me, Soterius, what is crypto?
Oh, let me tell you. Digital money secured by cryptography, verified by decentralized computers, and recorded on a public ledger. Blockchain.
See, that's literally what I do when somebody asks me what it is. This is the talking points. I can regurgitate them, don't know what it means or how it actually works.
It kind of almost looks like it was like a cyclical definition where they use crypto to define what crypto is through the word cryptography.
I don't think so, because cryptography has its own meaning. Cryptography means this. Each user has a public key like an address and the private key like a password. The private key is used to sign transactions, proving ownership of the crypto without revealing the key itself.
So what are we trying to figure out here? Like how does crypto even exist? Somebody needs to own this, some sort of entity.
So that was always my question. Who started it? Somebody had to make this. It didn't just pop out of thin air.
And the fact that it's like this decentralized computers, what the heck does that mean?
And if somebody made it, does that not mean somebody has to maintain it? And if somebody maintains it, does that not mean that somebody has some control over this?
Correct, with regulations.
If you are a crypto expert,
government,
we kindly ask if you could comment down below and explain in a very clear and concise manner how this works. Where did it start? Who started it? How does it get maintained? What does it mean when it says decentralized? We know what it means, but how is that possible? Anyway, those are my questions. If you're a crypto expert.
When crypto originally occurred, it was to get away from this centralization idea, right?
Hence the decentralization word.
Yes, yeah. I'm leaning towards something. So now the government's coming into this with the stable coin and centralizing at least a digital currency. Do they expect this currency to be compatible, if you will, with all other currencies or interchangeable?
Okay.
What's the idea here?
No idea. But here's what I asked AI again. I asked who controls Bitcoin, and it says no one owns or controls Bitcoin in the traditional sense. That's one of its most important features. Yes, we know that, and that's always touted. But then it says down here, a group of open source developers maintain and update the Bitcoin Core software, which powers the Bitcoin network, but they can't force changes. Updates are only adopted if enough users and miners agree. I've never once got a notification about agreeing to something, but maybe I'm not that kind of a user or miner.
That probably sounds right. It's like nobody ever really contacts you for your shares on your investments.
Anyways, this is all AI research, so don't take this with a grain of salt.
And again,
But
we don't use this on a day-to-day basis.
no. So, anyways, now that we are experts in AI, so Soterius, please explain to me in 3 sentences how AI works, who controls it, and anything else you might think of. I don't know. I just feel like there need to be 3. How does crypto work? Did I say AI?
I think you said how AI works, but I know you meant crypto.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how crypto works. Crypto is a digital currency created by an unknown individual, managed by uncentralized computers to help you get rich without a central government. Done.
Okay, not bad. It still doesn't compute in my head. It still makes no sense. It makes very little sense.
All right, but taking it back to stablecoin real quick. The government intending to they're doing what we're having trouble understanding. Is that correct?
Somewhat, yeah, I guess. It is now backed by something physical, but it just seems like they're creating credit cards again. Or
otherwise, you would just leave this cryptocurrency to be determined by whatever the market deems it at that moment in time, right? And even still, we're trying to give it a dollar value. When we bought coin, we had to give it a dollar value when we bought some coin or a piece of a coin. What were we buying?
But yeah, pieces, depending.
Pieces of a coin, right?
Yeah.
We never really owned a full coin.
No.
And so who determined that value when they were
Bitcoin
trading these?
Bitcoin, to be clear. Of Bitcoin, to be clear. I don't think we never owned a full Bitcoin. But if you bought Doge or Ethereum, you might have owned a couple coins, depending on when you bought them.
Oh yeah, sure.
So that's what the government is trying to fix, is the volatility of crypto.
Right.
Because the issue with crypto is that it was so up and down.
Mm-hmm.
When we first bought Bitcoin, it wasn't valued at that much. I think it was only valued at 15 or something like that.
15,000. Oh, okay.
Dollars for one Bitcoin.
That sounds like a lot for something that doesn't even exist tangibly.
It does, but then it jumped up to like 67,000 for a while. I forgot what
even
the highest
still, based on
the highest
what?
was.
Based on the fact that people were willing to just throw some random dollar value at it, right?
Yes, yeah.
But now the government wants to come in and say, no, what's stablecoin? Like, no, one Bitcoin's one US dollar.
Which it seems not in the spirit of crypto, but I honestly
exactly.
I don't know.
So what I'm trying to get at is that this just sounds like another form of a digital way of paying something.
Bitcoin is worth 118,000 right now.
What the heck? Wow. Could you imagine the people who bought Bitcoin in the beginning when everybody just laughed at it?
That's crazy. Okay, ultimate conclusion. We still very little understand how crypto works. AI is pretty cool though. Let's spin the wheel.
That is all.